Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back. Brand new episode of Threes from the Ring podcast. It's your boy Chris J. Got the boy Trail Sav here.
Yeah.
Yo. So Tyler, he will be joining us shortly. So like whenever he gets home from work, he will be joining us. So it is what it is when he gets here. But with that said, if you're watching us, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, You Tweaking Media. Make sure you share, let your people know you're rocking with us in every way imaginable. Also, be on the lookout for the return of our anime gaming podcast, redubbed as Attack on Culture, which will also feature me and Day Trail, and also the return of Cam to You Tweaking Media as well. So be on the lookout for that at the end of this month for you guys blurred content that you guys gonna love and adore, and also be on the lookout for Trail and Cam's Wukong review, which I'm pretty sure will have very fun moments in there. But and also follow us on Twitter at 3 from the ring, 3F from the ring as well. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to pretty much give you guys basketball because we haven't really talked about basketball, and the season is slowly approaching, and we're really in the dog days of the off season right now, especially with football season well into effect, and pretty much football is taking over in every way imaginable, but still kind of miss a little basketball. We're still going to give you guys content when necessary. So with that said, we will, starting on this episode, we will be ranking the top 10 players in each position, at least in our honest opinion. So we're going to start with the centers, but we're going to start that once Tyler gets here. But the main news in the basketball circles is Anthony Edwards and his comments about the lack of skilled players before Jordan, where the man pretty much stated in it was at Fanatics Fest, or was it something else? I forgot. But he pretty much stated that no NBA player before Michael Jordan, he believes, had any skill. That got wind to a lot of legends. Probably got to Magic Johnson, who reacted at Fanatics Fest. That's where it was. It was Magic Johnson reacting at Fanatics Fest. And him stating, I'm not going to react to a person who hasn't won anything, a championship in their life. He hasn't won in the NBA. He hasn't won in college, nor has he don't even know if he won in high school. And I was like, yo, this nigga's hitting low. Like, look, like my man's talking greasy, like he hasn't like the AIDS ain't in his system, boy. But he was boiling when he made them comments. Then it led to other OGs stating their various cases, people who I wouldn't even say are greater than Anthony Edwards at this point in his career, like Rasheed Wallace. Kevin Garnett, I get him being mad because, hey, look, KG is top 5 in this position, top 3 arguably in this position. So I get him stating what he said, and plus he kind of had to speak what he had to say. But it is other players where I'm like, former players that's tweaking, going a little too over the board. Magic, I get it. He's literally he's top 3 of all time. He can state his piece, and I get it. But overall, your thoughts on Anthony Edwards' comment that got pretty much the old heads triggered?
Yeah, it happens. I think there's always going to be an argument between those two generations. There's going to be an argument when Bron generation is officially gone, and people say there was more skilled players than them, and so on and so forth. I think argument is always going to happen. I think KG panties in a bunch. I don't even think Anthony Edwards meant that towards G, but KG took it because technically KG is Jordan's generation because he was drafted in '95. So
he was Jordan. He was post Jordan,
but he was drafted in '95. Jordan still won 3 of them things after that.
Yes, but KG's prime was when Jordan arguably retired.
But you gotta think about it in the aspect of
But he said before Mike.
So you talking about people before Mike?
Yes.
He ain't really lying, but it's like the level that Bird and Magic were above their talent, minus the level of what Bird and Magic were above their talent. Then the level that before them, Kareem and whoever else tall nigga was above their talent. And then imagine John Havlicek was above. It wasn't that many skilled niggas. It wasn't that many skilled niggas in the early. Like, if you compare the skilled beings of now to the skilled beings of the early 2000s, I would laugh at you. Niggas, if you were 7 foot, you got an NBA goddamn contract because all you need to do is fire one person. So, like, it wasn't. It's true to an extent, and the game evolves. Now, is Anthony Edwards better than Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Alex English, George Gervin,
Dominique Wilkins,
Julius
Erving,
or any other Laker that played at that time? No.
Whoa.
I ain't know I wasn't muted. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. But nah, hey, censor that.
I'm gonna make sure I'm actually clip that out.
No, listen, I'm trying not to curse, bro. But
it's 7 minutes in. If you waited 30 more minutes, YouTube wouldn't even trip. I have to sit for that.
But I personally don't think he really that bad, bro. I really don't. I don't. I don't think it was that. Just one, niggas need something to talk about in the summer. For some apparent reason, basketball offseason is way longer than football. For some odd reason, bro.
It feels longer. That's what it is.
Football
looks like most, like in football way, like most teams haven't touched a football since January, and then, it's what September is week 1 of the regular season. Exactly. So NBA is like, you got the season ends in June, but like mostly everybody touched the ball between April and June. It's some capacity, and then season starts at the end of this month, in October. That's less of a time. I think they get like that's probably like 4 or 5 months, 7 months. It's crazy.
I just, in all honesty, I think like it's not that. I don't think it's that deep, you know. Like, and then there comes a time when only OGs can check him, like KG cool, Magic cool. Anybody else who prime didn't last longer than 3 years, I'm sorry, I can't. He talking about you, so like, if your Hall of Fame accolades consider mostly of your college resume, he talking about you, bro. So like, I kind of don't want to hear it. But yeah, that's what I don't really like. It's a I don't really care. I don't even care. I think, yeah,
it's just for me, honestly, it's the fact that it's who speaks. Like Magic, he can speak that because he's won at every level. Like he was a champion at every level. And I believe there's a good chance if you want to look up if Anthony Edwards did win a state in high school, by the way. But I'm pretty sure Magic won. It's known Magic won state in high school. He beat Larry in college and 5-time champion. And arguably he saw the finals almost every single year of his NBA career except for like I think 3-4 years. Nobody else has had that type of career. You got to give a man his flowers in regards to that. But so I ain't mad at his statements. It's just the others. Like, yes, utmost respect to a lot of players in the 80s. We listed a lot of 80s greats. But you can watch an 80s game and tell me the skill gap between the stars, even the starters, and the other players. And this is just me, somebody who watched ESPN Classic, who watched these old games as a kid, and you can't sit and tell me like the fact that a team like the Lakers in the Celtics gathered all the talent they were some of the best talented teams. 1 through 10, they had true rotational players. More of the Celtics than the Lakers. I'm gonna be real honest. The more I deep dive into that Lakers back then, it was really Magic, Kareem, and once James Worthy got there, carried these niggas and Byron Scott. But point is, you can't sit there and tell me when Mike got to the Bulls and he sat there and looked at that roster and said, these niggas is doing crack and they drinking before games. It was like, all right, man, this is crazy. And he carried that team. You can't sit and tell me that y'all thought Orlando Woolridge, respect to the OG, was raw as hell. That you can drop Orlando Woolridge and he'll drop 20 in this era. You're lying to yourself. You're really being a very lying person. Let's just be real. And I threw a name out there because he was the second best player on those Bulls teams before Mike got Scotty. It was Orlando fucking Woolridge. So don't lie to me. I watched Jordan drop 63. He had no choice. He was doing triple doubles because he had no choice. He was the best defender because he had no choice. That said about the team, because all the best players were either back then, specifically in the 80s, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Pistons eventually, the Mavericks had a good team, in the 76ers. The Jazz did eventually get Karl Malone and John Stockton as well. I throw them in there. But other than that, the rest of them teams, they had a star, and it was like, all right, bro, carry us. Dominique Wilkins is the prime example of this. Dominique. Yeah, I said, I make sure I didn't say his name, but Dominique Wilkins is a prime example. Those Hawks teams was not good. Doc Rivers was your second best player, and the second best known, well-named player on that team was Spud Webb because he was able to dunk. Simple as that, dude. Like, I hear people say, oh, yeah, well, everybody back then can give you a bucket if wanted to. Anybody in the league can give a bucket if they wanted to. But at the same time, there were people on those rosters whose sole purpose was play hard defense. Protect your stars. That was their role on the team. Like, and it's fine. It is perfectly fine. And y'all, like, it's the romanticization of certain things is whatever. And like, you can still say it well into the 90s. It got better over time, but still, what are we doing? Like, is this era the most smartest basketball players? Not really. Are they the most skilled? Most definitely. If you tell them to do whatever the hell you want them to do, they'll probably be able to do it. Tell them to do some of the stuff you see in the 80s, they'll probably be able to do it. Simple as that. In the star players of that era, you can drop back over here and do what they need to do. George Gervin can drop a 30 ball in this era. He can. Dominique will look like literally a 6'9" KD with hops in this era. Just being honest. So people's overreaction to things is a little comical, but it's just more it's the lesser players. The KGs, the Magics, I'm not mad at. Rasheed Wallace, comparing the man to freaking Aaron McKee, not Aaron McKee, it was another McKee, was bogus as hell. Saying, like, gee, y'all disrespected that dude, because that dude averaged freaking 3 points. And that's not skill. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we seriously doing? So, just my honest opinion, like, y'all tripping for no reason. Like, Anthony Edwards tripping. The OGs who aren't bona fide Hall of Famers. No. Like no shade to Rasheed Wallace. Ball don't lie, but at the same time, like, bro, don't talk like you goddamn KG. Like, you're not top 10 in your position. You're not. Just keep it real. But with that said, dang, G, Tyler is still not here yet. So
he literally just walked in the door. I think he talking with cousin.
All right, cool. But with that said, your thoughts on Steph's contract? Because you wasn't here the last time we recorded. Steph getting his Kobe deal, as I like calling it.
Yeah, exactly. Kobe deal. They lost out. It was crazy. It's not gonna get as much news as like the Bron situation did, but like Bron told them niggas, "You find us a good player, or I'm getting my money." Steph told them, "You get us Lord Marketing, I'm getting my money." If they didn't get Lord Marketing, Steph got his money. So it's what you got to do. I think more people got to worry about like Steph at the tail end of that contract saying he wants to go play for his hometown or anything like that. But I think he stays a Warrior for life. Bron gone in 2 years. So Bron gone technically in 1 year because we ain't gonna count this season. So like it's really nothing you can really. Them two people not about to come together, and I doubt Bron. I think he want that. I didn't ask for it. I never got traded thing on his resume, so I don't really see nothing too crazy about it. I think it's cool. Yeah, and they need to make that money just like Tyler need to hurry the fuck up. Mute that. I mean, censor that too. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's what it is with that. We're gonna pause for a second and wait for Tyler. So once we get into the NBA, continue our NBA talk because there's really nothing to talk about, G. And I'm not about to rant about the Bears. We're also not going to be a music podcast and talk about Kendrick and the Kendrick Lil Wayne Super Bowl shit. We're not a football podcast because it'd be really one way.
You jinxed Caleb Williams. You almost jinxed your team out of a win.
Hey, look, as long as I jinxed one man, not the other parts of the team.
Will they go against next week?
They got the Texans. They probably either going to win or lose that game. They probably going to lose.
I can see Caleb Williams trying to prove something. He probably bounce back.
Yeah, he should have a better game. Like I think he was legit nervous. That man lied on Hard Knocks and I don't get nervous. Y'all turned this to a football podcast. Damn you, Tyler. But he's going to play a way better game overall next week. I think he got the nerves out because all the quarterbacks looked bad last week anyway. But except Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. But shout out to my anti-Joe Burrow agenda. Y'all enjoy those tweets from my personal page. But we'll wait for Tyler and we'll be right. All right, guys, we are back. Tyler's here, y'all. So give Tyler he's here. Tell the people how you feel, man.
I just got off work. I'm tired, but I'm here.
Man, that's a blessing. But with that said, we're back at it. So we're gonna start our season preview series. Like I mentioned last episode, we're going to till the NBA season starts, we're just going to do some aspect of the preview and the season. So right now we're going to start with positional rankings. So we're going to start off with centers, present day centers, by the way, people. So don't think look, I ain't about to rank top 10 centers. No, I'm good. But top 10 centers in the NBA currently, we're going to start with that. But so honorable mentions, we're just going to go ahead and see where we all in agreement with some of these honorable mentions. DeAndre Ayton, despite him being trapped in Portland and pretty much being unhappy there, and it started off the season last year pretty ass. Numbers wise, he was pretty solid, but he's still arguably one of the top centers in the league. And Walker Kessler. who did not make this list. Still one of the better centers in the league. Even though the Jazz tried to trade him, but he's still on his rookie deal. So like, hey, but one of the decent defensive based centers in the league, solid player. So, but those two honorable mentions, gotta give them their flowers when it comes to this list. So let's go ahead. Number 10 is Miles Turner. Thoughts on Miles Turner?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's Miles Turner. It's about that time people stop overrating him. It is what it is for him. I think 10.
I do think he. I don't know. It's like with Indiana, it's like they kind of need him, but I feel like if he was on another contending type team that needs a big, I feel like he would be seen a little higher than where he is.
Not really. I don't believe so. Like, I feel he's good at what he does. He's arguably one of the best shooting bigs, like 3-point shooting bigs in the league. I'm just gonna say 3-point shooting bigs because it's a difference. And also, he's still able to run the pick and roll if need be to roll to the rim. And still one of the best shot blocking bigs. So like pairing him with somebody, like I see why like teams like the Lakers would try to pair him with the AD. Perfect. Because AD, he gets to really play free safety on defense, and you could keep Miles Turner in the paint or vice versa. So, but yeah, I feel 10 is ideal. He's a good third option. I think he is the third option on the Pacers right now. But also he is the defensive anchor, and that's a good thing. So it keeps them competitive, and he is their best defensive player, which is unfortunate, even more unfortunate. So, but either way, he's number 10. Number 9, y'all might be mad. Chet Holmgren.
So you think it's 9 centers better than Chet Holmgren?
Yes.
Who's 8?
Alfred Sengun.
Who's 7?
Rudy.
I'm not. So Rudy. So 6 is like.
The 6, like honestly, 4 through 6 was tough.
I bet, yeah.
4 through 6 was tough. Like honestly, 4 through 7 was tough. But I felt Rudy at 7 was ideal. Like Chet and Sengun.
I'm throwing Sengun over Rudy, but I got Rudy over Chet right now. I don't think Chet had enough time on the court. But Sengun, if we doing top 10 centers leading into next season, he probably cooked too, because that nigga, he told something. So he told something that big man need.
He's fine. Like he'll be fine. Like he's not his game is basically really post footwork based, but it's not like he relies on athleticism.
But I would ask you this: if you had 2 free agency options right now, Rudy Gobert over Chet Holmgren, who you taking?
Right now, I'm taking Chet solely because of potential. Solely because
you got to win a championship. You got your team figured out. You just need a center.
Okay, the question is, how is my team set up?
Your team set up to win. You just need a center.
Set up to win, but like, is it set up to win offensively, and we just need a center? Or, hey, we got some well-rounded two-way players, at least a couple two-way guys, and we just need a center.
Kristaps Porzingis left the Celtics, and they need a replacement.
If a team like the Celtics, honestly, a team like the Celtics,
that is a built-to-win championship team, and Kristaps Porzingis retired, left, blew up, whatever.
And said, "Hey, I'm going back home, man." Just said, "I'm good." A team like the Celtics, I think if I'm the GM and I want to keep winning now, I would sign Rudy and know it wouldn't hurt my team. If I'm the Celtics, I know it because it wouldn't hurt my team. We're still going to get buckets offensively because
you're looking at Derek White as a third option, and that's going to hurt you.
I'm looking at Drew Holiday as my third option.
That's going to hurt you even more.
But also, I'm thinking of the fact that Rudy gets to actually have a perimeter base. Like, everybody on the perimeter can hold their own, and he gets to actually control the paint. I'm thinking about, cool. Wow, and his past two current situations, a Jazz team who couldn't hold their own defensively. Their best defender was freaking Joe Ingles. Let's be honest. Their best defender was Joe Ingles, and I was only against Paul George. And then right now with the Timberwolves, it's better because you have a Mike Conley and picks and chooses when he wants to lock up. And then Jaden McDaniels is a solid defender. So it's a better situation in terms of defensively because now things don't get filtered to him unless they just feel lazy. But like it just really
I'm not against that. I see your argument.
Yeah, but if it's with Chet, if it's
but
me
going back to like just the ranking, I would switch. I gotta go with Trail with switching him in Chet and Sengun's spot for now, but I wouldn't put him over Rudy just yet, just because, like you said, he doesn't have enough time on the court just yet. But potential wise, he pretty much is there.
Yeah, but I will say this: Sengun was before he freaking died. He was their best cut best player, and they performed at their best with him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, so it was just one of those things. Like, he affected. I think he was legit their primary number one, and just in my eyes, and it worked. But I'm not mad at it. But the top 6 is where things really got tough. So number 6, Sabonis.
You know what was crazy? When I was thinking of this list, I was like, Sabonis probably somewhat 10 in my head. But I couldn't think of that many centers better than Sabonis.
That's what I was like.
That's the crazy part.
Also, I think Sabonis is probably the most overrated player in the league.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's a good take.
Because it's like for his talent level, it makes sense for him to be top 6. But at the same time, there's not too many guys. I mean, like if Rudy Gobert had a jump shot, Rudy Gobert would probably be top 3.
Rudy Gobert would be a 4-time MVP. But I think Sabonis at that point is really good. I think once Sengun, 2 more years on his belt, what the fuck was a Sabonis? I think especially Chet. If Shea let Chet spread his wings, I think Chet would be crazy in Oklahoma. But I think Sabonis hit his ceiling already. And he gets that type of media coverage, the same type of media coverage Gobert get outside of slander, just for like offensive heads and stat sheet levels and spreads and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I feel like he's a type of, like, for his skill set, I think he's replaceable. It's something like you said. I think he hit his peak already. So like somebody else come in with the same skill set.
I won't say he's replaceable. On the Kings roster, it makes sense, but with the Kings roster, you need to have a very defensive-minded 4 who can guard 4 and 5s. And that's where the Kings roster screws up because they don't have a center, another big who you can pair with him, at least to hold it down defensively. That's where it goes wrong because he's not really that good defensively.
Yeah, he ain't good.
It's like literally him and Rudy are the antithesis of each other, but And I think, Daytra's very right. He is overrated in aspects because stats wise, people love offense, and I kind of have him here higher mainly because I feel like you could interchange him and Rudy if you so choose. If you value winning, I think Rudy affects winning in the defensive way, while Sabonis, when it comes playoff time, like, gee, you talk about Rudy getting played off the floor. You can't keep Sabonis on the floor on the defensive end. You can,
I wouldn't. That's not somebody you rely on offensively.
Like Rudy can get you offensive board. Rudy will have, like in the Western Conference, Rudy is going to see everybody. He's going to at least try to hold his own. It ain't going to be perfect. It ain't going to be pretty. But hey, wow. If I'm like Jokic and I see Sabonis, is like, come out. Hey, 30-10-10, nigga. 30-10-10. But no, I ain't mad at it. But like Sabonis at 6 to me makes the most sense, especially I'm factoring youth into this as well. But number 5, and this is just more. This is where, like I said, 4 through 6 was a little tricky. 5, I got Bam.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
I think anything lower than 5. I do think Bam has to prove more, but that's on Miami basically telling they gotta let Jimmy Butler know he ain't that guy. But a lot of niggas might hate that, but I'm sorry to tell you. After a while, it's not the organization fault why Jimmy Butler can't reach the mountaintop. I'm sorry. But I think Bam on any other team that star player shows up, I think Bam would probably be higher in our books. If he was on any other team that star player shows up to play, I think Bam would be higher.
Yeah, like for me, Bam over time I think is very underrated, very underappreciated, mainly because of his role is in Miami. Like, great defender. Shoot, seeing him in the Olympics really gave me more appreciation of his game and the potential, because Miami really do use him wrong. And like I said, it's because of Jimmy being there. But I think you put somebody else with it, Jimmy on that team with Bam, I'd say they would have won.
I think it makes a difference.
They would have replaced Jimmy for, like I said, I doubt you'd get a KD, but even like I give this man flack, a Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Like
that
fit. Yeah, like that, like Devin and Bam, I think would be a great duo together. And I think, not to say they would have won a championship, whether you put Bam on the Suns or put Devin on this whichever, or the Heat, whichever one. Not to say they would have won a championship, but let's just say they wouldn't beat the Bucks. They might have beat the Bucks. I will say that the Suns would have beat the Bucks if they had Bam instead of 8. I'll give them that, because Bam, I think, would do better against Giannis. What Giannis did was still probably gives 8 nightmares to this day. But I think they would have probably took the Nuggets to 6 or 7 in the finals if Devin Booker was on the Heat or something like that. Or let's just say even back in the bubble, put Devin Booker on that. Even that Devin Booker on the Heat, they probably would have took the Lakers to 7.
Yeah,
but either way, Bam, I think, is arguably one of the best, like, most skillful bigs, and he doesn't get the flowers he deserves overall. But hey, shout out to Bam. He's top 5. Number 4, I feel is only right here. Wemby is number 4. It makes the most sense.
I think Wemby 4 now, 3 next year, 2 the year after that, and then him and Jokic gonna be flat boxing for that spot, bro. Like, I don't think it's like Wemby is he's really good, bro. He's really good. And he's so good you want to hate the nigga. Like, that's the type of nigga you want to hate. Like, you ever seen somebody like legit? Like, I ain't got no hating bone in my body. I'm a real one. Will you ever see somebody who come up, maybe you out at dinner, or maybe like this, like Chris, you out at dinner with your shorty, y'all on a double date. Say for instance, I'm on a double date with you, bro. We on a double date. The bill come. I tell you, I got this. You ain't got to worry about it. Nigga, hate you, nigga. Like if a nigga tell you on a double date and the other boyfriend nigga, no, I got this. He slapped the card down on the table. It's metal. Yeah, I got this. You gonna be like,
hey, first of all, if that's your homie, he bogus.
Yeah,
why you flexing like that?
Look, bro. Look, G.
But I feel you.
Like, be honest. That situation happened. I'm like, hey, bro. F you. That's strike two. You never got strike one. That's strike two.
Right. That's automatic strike two, bro.
You disrespected my man.
But nah, that's how good Wemby is. You look at this nigga like, bro, he even gotta do all that. Like it ain't even. So Wemby, I think that's a perfect spot. I would rather have it no other way. Pause. Like it's generational talent. He got at least 4 of them things in his future. What a camera! He got at least 4 of them things in the future. At least 4 of them. I think that's a legit. After Curry only got 4, I think that's a nice thing to have is 4 rings. So the time of getting 5 and 6, that joint is over. That is over.
League ain't letting it slide.
Yeah. Adam Silver gonna see you. He gonna put that Magic Johnson virus in you. But
go sit down, Playboy.
Oh God, go sit down. But I think he's a transcendent superstar. I think he's going to break records. He already like this. You know they gave Giannis that Fugazi MVP Defensive Player of the Year joint.
Yeah,
I think Wemby would be the first player to do it twice. Win an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year twice.
You gonna do that back to back?
A back to back same.
That's gonna make niggas mad.
But I think he's that good. Like niggas, 19 is the best defensive player in the league. I'm sorry,
especially in the era where people don't play defense.
Like this nigga Wemby can never put the ball. If he can never put the ball in the basket ever again, but will get a max contract solely off how great he is defensively, bro. Like he would be a top 20 player if he had a suck offensive game by the time his career ends, just because he'd be one of the best defenders that ever stepped foot on the court, bro. And that's not glazed. That's just reality to the situation. Like Wemby is that good. You can't hate that nigga, bro. Like niggas gonna start the Wemby hate train next year. It's his sophomore season. A lot of niggas, because they ain't trying to win that Rookie of the Year no more. You on a crap team, your sophomore season don't look up to. But niggas know. This nigga got a Christmas game in his second season. He the only nigga on the Spurs. And he got a Christmas game. The nigga's about to get blown out to Kingdom Come. But the nigga's in the garden. He in the garden, right? The nigga's in the garden on Christmas. Come on, bro. It's he's that good. Like I said, he gonna be 4 this year. He gonna be 3 the year after that. He gonna take Joel Embiid's spot. Shit, he might take Joel Embiid's spot next year, depending on how that nigga play. And that's all she wrote. That is literally all she wrote. After that, him and Jokic gonna slap box for the best freaking European big out there, bro.
There's no lies. All right, so number 3, AD. That's pretty much something.
I knew that was gonna happen. Even though AD is not a center.
Right. Yeah, but he plays most of his minutes at center, unfortunately. But either way, AD is a top 3 center, no matter how you because even then he's a top 3 power forward. If you want to put him back power forward, he's top 2. No, he's top 2 power forward because of Giannis. But either way, no matter how you try to flip it, AD's there. And same case we always make with AD, many do. Skill wise, he can be the best player in the league. He can be the best center in the league. just his health is a question. But right now, people don't appreciate defense unless it's Wemby doing it. Don't forget, people only love defense when Wemby does it. AD's been doing some of this shit since he entered the league.
Wemby or Gobert. Wemby and go. Don't forget, that nigga Gobert still. Didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year this year?
Yeah. Right. At this point, Gobert has 4 Defensive Player of the Years right now. I can't take that away from him. Right now is
by Ben Wallace standards, that nigga's already in the Hall of Fame, and that's kind of nasty.
He wasn't going to be in the Hall of Fame regardless because he had 2.
Nigga, they would have waited.
I would strangle somebody. That's it. Because he got 2, he was going to be in the Hall of Fame.
He stole 2 of them though, because he stole one from
the year.
What's the name?
Nigga, 2 Defensive Player of the Year is the same thing if you got 2 Six-Mans of the Year, or if you got 2 Most Improved, which is impossible.
Yo,
congratulations!
Most Improved is crazy.
Congratulations!
This nigga kind of he right there, but he ain't.
He ain't on the mountain. At the end of Rudy Gobert's career, no nigga on this planet would say, I got Rudy top 5 defensive players ever, bro. There would be a nigga in Chicago, probably by the name of Daytrell Bogan, who would say, I got AD on the outside of the top 5, but he almost there. Nobody will ever say that about Rudy Gobert, bro. Ever.
Man.
I don't even think that nigga should be in the Hall of Fame just yet. I hate Rudy Gobert.
I was just saying because they gonna rank it off of that. Ben Wallace got in the Hall of Fame. Granted, Ben Wallace was legit with all of his defensive player of the years, I believe. He didn't rob Tim Duncan for one, did he? Or was that somebody else?
Don't forget, Tim Duncan never got one. Tim Duncan got many.
He was supposed to have it. Tim Duncan should have had at least 1, maybe 2.
Well, Tim Duncan wore barbecue sandals and jean shorts with a long red polo. So some things you don't deserve in life, bro. Sometimes you gotta pay for your sins, man.
He was chilling, man. He wore that in the Bahamas, man.
That nigga wore that for his MVP photo. That was one of my favorite players of all time. That nigga can't dress to save his life. Yeah, but who's okay? But 80, I think 80 is it's crazy because he's second best at freaking everything. But he's probably the second. He's probably the second best second option. Now I don't know, it's between him and Jason Tatum, so I don't know. But he's probably the second best second option.
The second best option who could be a number 1 option is crazy.
Basically,
I don't know. Like people will probably have him right under Jason Tatum as the best second option, but it is what it is.
Tyler, your thoughts on AD at 3?
I think AD being at 3, because like you said, he's mainly there because of his minutes, but I think that's still just a testament to how good of a player he is for him to be basically top 3 center and top 2 power forward in the league. That's just how good he is when he can stay healthy. Ain't really much else to add to that. He's, unless he just ceased to exist this season, he's gonna be right there.
Pretty much. Then number 2, self-explanatory, is Joel Embiid. Look, man, 1-time MVP, but for Embiid to really get there, to get to number 1, he has to legit win. That's all it is.
I don't think Joel Embiid would ever be better than Jokic ever. I
don't either.
They gave him a sympathy MVP, which say however you want it. The NBA give out sympathy MVPs all the time, bro. Once playoff starts and that whistle gets swallowed, pause. He can't play, bro.
We saw it in the Olympics.
He get paid off the court, and you can't take that nigga off the court because he owns half of Philadelphia with how much money he makes. So you can't do anything with this. They about to give him Paul George, and guess who about to take the blame when them niggas don't make it out the second round this year? Paul George.
PG. Podcast P.
Right. And I feel sorry for him. Then he came to the Lakers. That's how I see it. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think Joel Embiid is great, but to be honest with you, a lot of niggas got him at that top 5 blessed players. I don't think he does.
No,
I don't think Joel Embiid, Jokic. I don't think he's better than Jokic. Giannis. I don't think he's better than Giannis. You think Joel Embiid is better than? I'm not saying Steph Curry is 3. You think Joel Embiid better than Steph Curry?
Nah.
Come on. I hate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander more than anybody else in the city of Chicago. I don't think Joel Embiid is better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I can't say that yet because I can't say that one yet. That one I can't give. No, I can't give that one. Steph, I'm bored. It's like you can look. It's interchangeable. It's interchangeable with them. I would say they're equal at this point of their career solely because of Steph's age. Solely because of Steph's age.
I think at Steph's age, he's still
in the game, bro. Like, what is we again? Can't blame Ben Simmons for this season. Bad back gone. Tyrese Maxey had a coming out season. Can't blame him. So who do we blame? Can't blame Doc.
No, I've been putting this season on Embiid. This
so
season,
if you are a top 3 player, and you can't, like, Giannis' whole team dealt with injuries. Milwaukee's about to be a force to be reckoned with next season because everybody's somewhat healthy. If you are a top 3, top 2 player, and you haven't seen a conference finals, I don't get it.
Yeah, I was about to bring up the conference final situation.
Him and his health.
What'd you say?
That falls more on him and his health above all.
Brother Joe.
I mean,
came up to me the other day. Joe came up to me the other day, and I was telling him, like, man, yeah, I get shin splints whenever I run on a treadmill a lot. It really hurts. Quit eating ho-hos and cheeseburgers, and walked off. Joel Embiid, quit eating ho-hos and cheeseburgers. Your knees won't collapse. Nigga, if we look up how to get Bell palsy, what that's gonna say?
Let's Google it right now. I hate the really fact that we do it. It's how to get Bell's palsy. The exact cause is unknown, but there are several possible triggers. Weakened immune system, viral infections, family history, pregnancy. Other factors, smoking, chemotherapy, certain medications. Yeah, they don't say nothing about diet.
Okay, I was wrong. And I'm sorry for all them niggas out there with Bell palsy. Y'all got, I'm sorry. Sorry to the Bell palsy niggas. But listen, bro. Listen. I think Joel Embiid is a great basketball player. The top 3, no. And it's so crazy. Because I think Bron's still better than this nigga, bro. And Bron old as shit.
Yeah, that's not. Bron's still better than a good portion of the league.
I think if you tell Bron you got to beat the 76ers in 7 games, Bron going to beat them niggas. Now, if you tell Bron you got to beat the Denver Nuggets in 7 games, Bron might get you 1. Might. Might. But it ain't happening.
Murray.
Like, I'm going to need you to beat the Celtics in 7 games. Bron might get you 2. You're going to lose the rest. I think any contending team from last year, this year, is mollywopping them. And I don't even see how we can call them contenders when they can't get past the second round. How?
Because their best player cannot stay on the floor or be healthy come playoffs.
Let me tell you this.
That is his fatal flaw. That's his fatal flaw. He cannot stay healthy when it matters most. After Mother's Day, his health rating is.
I mean, if we going based on that, then we got to hold him to that same standard that we hold AD to, because AD has, it's been times where AD he ain't been able to stay on the floor. But
what was the what like Tyler said, like AD can never be called that great of a player because of what?
Because it's hoe.
But you can't sit. But this is why I say AD has at least been on the floor. You can't help this team that's been asked.
No, I'm not talking about that. But that's the point I'm trying to make though. The Sixers haven't been asked though.
Well, hey, Tyler not lying. They haven't been bad.
They haven't been asked. I'm just saying, like we got to hold him to that same standard if he's if he's there.
When he's
all
on the
gotta
floor,
say is
playoff time, he's playing unhealthy.
Let me say this, and we can go glaze Jokic after this. But we might just be looking at a number 2 option playing as a number 1. Look, we asked ourselves why Harden can't reach the mountaintop. It was really the Golden State Warriors. So never mind. That was the real reason. You asked ourselves why Paul George couldn't reach the mountaintop. Number 2 option. Chris Paul. Number 2 option, brother. Joel Embiid might not be 1. It's cool. It's perfectly fine. It's just like, can you even create a system around Joel Embiid? Can you get the greatest coach in the NBA right now and create a system around this nigga?
Spoelstra, yes.
What's the system?
Play on like
create a ring around this nigga until fucking Mother's Day? Because you either say we're not gonna pay you 30 plus minutes a night to keep you for the playoffs, cricket Kawhi. You cricket Kawhi for the nigga. Or we're gonna run you to the ground so you can get your accolades and all NBA stats. Come playoff time, you look like crap, and you're gonna have to get saved by Tyrese Maxey and Paul George. Which, if I was the NBA Philadelphia fan, and I hear, hey, look, we might have to rely on Paul George and Tyrese Maxey to get us out the second round, I'll probably be crying right now. So, hey.
All right, man.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think Joel Embiid's window to get a ring is closed.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. This is like as somebody. I'm not mad at anything you guys are saying because I think we all on the same page. But I think this is legit his final chance. And then that's where you look at, hey, you.
But I don't think they're getting it done because I don't think Paul George and Embiid are better than a healthy Giannis and a healthy Dame. They're definitely not better than the Celtics. Shit, they might even have to prove that they can come out and they got to come out. If they play the Pacers again, they got to come out and beat their ass.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, come on.
The Knicks too. If they play the Knicks again, they got to beat their ass.
I give them the edge over the Pacers. The Knicks, I think they're equal to until I got to see otherwise. And
first round against the Knicks in the Garden. Come on.
And the Knicks is like fully healthy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, God bless, man. Because this is the thing. They have the defenders that literally lock up Paul George and Maxey without Brunt, and you can hide Brunson. Now, once again, it goes back to the if Embiid is healthy, he should kick Mitchell Robinson's ass. But we don't even know if both of them will be healthy on playoff time. So that's another subject. See, but either way,
I mean, you just use Julius Randle clothesline, and nigga, you'll be straight.
He might not be on the court, but
he might not even be on that team. Tell you the truth.
He might not be a Knick by playoffs.
He might not be a Knick, bro.
But that goes back to my point because they need a center badly. But anyway, moving on. Jokic is number 1. This is self-explanatory. It's really nothing you guys can do, say, or what about that. Jokic is undisputed best center in the league. Unless Wemby literally takes a 87 Jordan leap this year, it is what it is. Jokic is that guy. Now, will he ever see another championship? No. But especially as long as Jamal Murray is on his team, that's not going to happen. But with that all said, Jokic is undisputed. It's to a point where now there's really no weaknesses in his game. Like, you can't even pull the he's not a good defender card because he at least puts forth a good effort. Like, he puts forth solid effort on the defensive end, unlike his European brother Luka, who, hey, that's my boy, but still, like, Jokic gets it. He's that guy, legit is, and he's never going to fail you, even in the big time moments. So, shout out to my boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it with that. Jokic is the one.
Yep, it's literally self-explanatory. Deja, anything you need to say about Jokic? Because it can't even, like, it's that nigga.
No.
He is that nigga. But yep. So with that said, that's our top 10 centers list. We will next week. We're going to do power forwards. Is not going to be fun. I should have did that one first, but we'll do power forwards next episode. So power forwards is really going to be sad.
You really got to start from the top when you do that one, bro.
Yeah,
that one's going to be a little nasty. Yeah, we actually going to do.
Yo, you fucked up. Mind you, everybody, Chris made the list. Where is Cat on your list?
Cat's a power forward.
Cat
is a power forward.
See, I'm gonna give you that one because he does play more of his minutes at power forward because Gobert is there now.
Position is he is a power forward who should be playing center. Hey, look, man. Once Cat goes to New York, he's a center again, and that changed the whole fucking list.
Cat went to Villanova.
No, Cat went to Kentucky.
No,
he go to New York.
Cat went to Villanova. The only way you can be a Knick if you're a Villanova or Tibbs love you.
Oh yeah, he did play for it. Tibbs did coach him.
I don't know if Tibbs loved Cat, so that's a good question in regards to that. But with that said, we're going to move on to wrestling. We're going to just keep it all fluid. So we're into Wrestle Wives right now. Let's see here. We're going to get the news and stuff out the way first. So first piece of news that did drop, we're just going to quickly run through it. Odyseey Jones is no longer with the company. That man has some nasty allegations. He's a very abusive man. So with that said, what he did, whatever he did it enough where Triple H and them said, hey, get him off immediately.
You're not rocking with this.
Yeah, so he is gone. They treated him like nothing ever happened, and they said New Day.
Bro,
I think that's my favorite thing about the East sometimes, bro. Like them niggas that act like you don't exist ever. Yeah, they will wipe you. They will literally hit the X-Man thing to the fans too, and you forget that nigga was even supposed to be on the show. You, Odyseey Jones, who's that?
Exactly. What makes it funny is the New Day and like, hey, we ain't had no beef. We get a tag team title shot on top of it. What makes
that's still playing into that storyline, Chris. I'm telling you, something finna still happen.
I don't think
other big nigga. What they about to have? Obi Femi play the role of Big E next, bro. What you can't find?
No, I think they were even before they added Odyseey Jones into the mix. They just been teasing like some type of dissension between Kofi and Woods.
I don't think no.
And the story what's going on now is when they get their 10-year anniversary when the group joined together is in like November or October or something like that. So or that whatever that moment that they had where Xavier Woods came to all of them and put them together or whatever, that's coming up soon. When they don't win these tag belts, somebody's gonna be pissed, and shit might happen. I think something's gonna happen.
November 28th. That's a long ass time, man. But that's also during. Hey, we're just trying to think about doing the holiday.
We gotta realize no team stays together, man.
I think they stay together.
The only way they stay together is Big E come out there and be like, "Don't do it."
That could be what it's leading up to.
Exactly.
And guess what? They did something like that before. The night Roman announced he had leukemia, guess what happened?
Them niggas came out there and hugged and cried.
And nigga got DDT'd.
Oh, but that's different. Roman Reigns was shooting dice with almost shooting dice with Jesus at one point. But like, I think this is a great way for Big E to be the heart and soul of the New Day. If that's the case, look, I don't know. They're probably just giving Xavier Woods something to do. But like,
but that's what I'm saying. It don't necessarily have to mean a full-on breakup, but like something's gonna happen.
I think they try. Like, the only how we have seen the New Day separate is through draft. But I also don't think, like, unless Kofi say he about to retire, which, you know, just like R2, I think he like that money. I don't really see like the reason to, because okay, you turn Xavier Woods into this chicken crap heel. What's next? Because you can't put him in the fold with any other like main or mid card. Like, it's already bloated with them two things right there. Like, if you got niggas like Jey Uso and Dragunov and Bronson Reed and all of them in the mid card, and I love Xavier Woods, and I think he is underappreciated on the wrestling side. But where can you put him? If you got niggas like LA Knight and all the other niggas that on SmackDown fight for that mid card title, wait, yeah. Like, so now you break up the New Day, and after he beat the crap out of Kofi, we don't see Xavier Woods on. Well, he gonna go to NXT. No, I think that's the only thing. I agree. Like, it looks dissension to be cool, but I think the problem that WWE had back then, when the devil was running it, there was no thought of when niggas was turning heel and they break up from their group. Like, all right, we want Otis to be, you know, a solo guy. We think he can make money. So what we gonna do with Tucker? So Otis is gonna make us a bunch of money, and after Otis make us money, we go. But what about Tucker? Future endeavor. Okay, Otis. It's so far that worm gimmick can go. And so far niggas gonna love him, Mandy Rose. What's about to happen to him? Tag team again. So like, and that's the same thing that's gonna happen with this nigga Xavier Woods. It's he do the heel, he's gonna be a nuclear heel for 2 months. And then niggas gonna ask, what's next? And then you're gonna have to try to fit him in the fold. Can you see him taking out a Braun Breaker? Can you see him beating a Sami Zayn? Can you see him beating a Dragon off? Can you see him beating a Dragon Lee? Can you see him? You go to SmackDown. Okay, he can't beat nobody on Raw. Let's go to SmackDown. You already about to break up that stupid group of Austin Theory and Australian niggas. Can he beat Austin Theory? Can he beat LA Knight? Can he beat KO? Can he beat? You just look at it, he's just like.
Yeah, and I'm not necessarily saying that I would want him to go straight into like a singles role anyway. I'm just saying I see it coming. I don't know where they go from there, but I see it coming. Something coming.
And one thing I'm learning about Triple H booking, sometimes the predictable stuff, he's going to give you the, nah, I got you, bucko. I ain't doing that. But
yeah, because for all we know, it could be like a big swerve. And then I just think the New Day needs something fresh to do. They need like something to freshen up. Like, I wouldn't even be mad if they found some type of way, like if they did it the right way, to turn the New Day heel again. I think New Day be a heel. I think New Day at its best is the heel group that is organically faced. But you know, like, I think when they move, when they do like the unicorn stomp, when all of them just stumping the nigga, I think that's fire. I love it. I think they are best at heels that people love. The heels that people love, the chicken crap heels that people love. So I agree with you on that.
I mean, that could be a good way to, you know, put things around for them, but we will see.
Because the one thing that's really been, because for like the last 2 years, really, outside of like Big E getting hurt, you know, that, you know, obviously that sucks. But one reason why they haven't been able to stay in like a consistent storyline or something that doesn't involve Karrion Kross is because they've been kind of, you know, trading, you know, going back and forth with their own personal injuries too. Like one week Kofi will be out, next week Xavier will be out. So I just feel like they're trying to find a consistent direction for them something fresh for them to do.
Yeah, and that's just something that's gonna happen down the line. Either way, they find something for them to do, despite Odyseey Jones having them being a nasty man, a very dangerous man. Let's put it that way. So, with that said, they got that nigga up out of here. And also, Black wrestling fans, do better. Stop thinking like, please. Anyway, that's a different subject. Moving on. Next piece of news. As you guys know, Raw is going to be going to Netflix in the beginning of January. USA said, all right, we'll keep you guys around because why? We ain't got nothing to show on Mondays anyway.
But that nigga Chrisley knows best in the slammer. He ain't getting out. That nigga ain't getting out.
It's different shows dropping on USA every on Mondays every week, man. I'm like, gee, they coming up with different stuff every week.
I'm telling you, can't nobody fill that hole that Chrisley did. Pause. Like that nigga in a slammer though. He go.
In the slammer now.
As soon as Raw, man, they gonna be playing. You know what's gonna happen on Raw on Mondays? On USA Network on Mondays. I hope y'all like the production, and the creativity of Dick Wolf. Because y'all gonna be watching Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Oh, Law and Order.
You're gonna be watching Law and Order Criminal Intent as well.
Or it's gonna be a random rock movie at 10 o'clock.
Man,
Walking Tall. Doom.
Yo, that's crazy. But so Raw's going to remain on USA for the remainder of the year for the extension, but for 2 hours. So Raw's going back to 2 hours for the remainder of this year, which is going to be interesting in terms of that 1 hour cut of TV time. It will make it easier to watch through, though. I will say that. The unfortunate part is people will lose out on TV time. That's going to probably trigger a few people because I think
they're going to utilize their YouTube channel, like their After Raw stuff, a lot more during that time.
People going to be mad when they see Io Sky wrestling on YouTube. They're already mad that she was on Speed G. But
no, not that. Like I'm saying, like to further stuff that they might not be able to fit on TV, and at least until January.
They're gonna be mad that Io Sky is speaking Japanese on YouTube instead of on USA Network, bro. They're gonna be mad, but because that's unfortunately gonna be the first one's taking a hit. Unfortunately, either way, it's happening at least for the remainder of this year. Then it will go back to 3 hours once the Netflix deal starts on January 6th. And USA starts SmackDown this Friday, and the last days of NXT is occurring as well on the USA. So, hey, shout out to that. But
SmackDown is supposed to be a 3 hour debut this week too.
Oh yeah, it is. So hey, so you still get out the wrestling. Gee, that is literally crazy. You getting 8 hours of wrestling on one network. Oh, another company does that already, and they do it pretty fucking poorly. But anyway, yeah. So back to what else news wise. I feel like I forget anything. Oh, did we talked about Sid Vicious last episode, right, Tyler?
Shoot, probably before that.
I think before that.
Hey, if we haven't yet, but it's the RP Sid Vicious, real one. When it comes to that, and
Sid is in the Hall of Fame already, right?
Oh, he's not. Vince McMahon hated him.
Okay, so he definitely should be going in
sooner than later. Triple H.
That's another. I always hated that. It's like you mad because niggas wasn't dealing with your bullshit. Never mind. Fuck Vince.
But anyway, and Julia made her NXT debut. There's actually tonight she fought Chelsea Green. Won, good match. But I just want to make a quick rant real quick. Just regards to the Joshi stands, because it's something about niggas with anime abbeys who take Japanese as life culture to the extreme, who think everything Japanese is better. I don't like them niggas. But Joshi stands, you niggas are being very fucking weird in regards to Julia and all that other shit. I don't watch wrestling at 1 a.m. I don't. I don't even watch anime at 2 a.m. and I love anime. Our homie Cam, Daytra, they don't play JRPGs 4 in the morning. They don't. They love JRPGs. They love JRPGs, but they're not playing them at 4 in the morning. So just with that all said, just because you stay up all night watching niggas wrestle with no subtitles, don't even know what the hell they saying, but you said they have better promo than Roman Reigns and The Rock, saying, "Oh my God, this changed my fucking life because it happened at 2 in the morning." Says more about the fact of your life than anything else. But with that said, I just need these niggas to stop dick eating all this shit. Julia's raw. She's cool. She's awesome. But at the same time, please get some ass. Simple as that. But
well, how about wash them? Because I'm pretty sure they don't.
That as well. But
wash up.
Moving on. Shout out to Julia though. She's gonna do great things in NXT, and then she's gonna go to WWE main roster and do her thing. But yeah, just stop being weird, G. I just need y'all to get some ass. I'm being outright honest. Please. And your hand don't count, left or right. And the couch either. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the other company, AEW. As All Out occurred, and they went full edgy. We had a Tuskegee experiment happen on a main event match. Tony Khan got answered for those sins. And if you ever played the game Manhunt, we had a manhunt death happen on there too.
They was wilding this week. Hey, you know,
they was out of pocket, but that shit was kind of lit though. Like I ain't gonna lie, this probably been the funnest week of AEW I done watched for me.
I mean, personally, I think the bag is cool. I don't think the needle in the tongue was disrespect. I don't think it was nasty. I think it's look, bro. I'm sorry. Anything that he does or happen to him, I think it's corny. I think the house blowing up is corny. I think his entrance music is corny. I think everything he does is corny. All right,
ball brother.
I think Hangman is cool. I think Adam Page is awesome. I think the other man is just corny.
It was a shot of Hangman that reminded me of Chris Benoit this week. G.
Yeah, but
that
like,
shit was funny.
Again, like I think a lot of AEW fans and stands and their haters and positive haters is gonna have to realize, like, hey, this is for the sickos. They always gonna try to raise the bar of what they can do. Me personally, again, I'm not a fan of everything. Like, I'm not really big fan of unprotected chair shots or chair shots to the head, just because I don't think it's really needed these days. You can wrestle without it. I also don't think blood is always necessary. It's cool for like big feuds, but going out there and blading for the fuck of it, like I just tell a nigga, hey, cut me open, bro. I'm not blading. I'm not about to look like what's his face when
looking like Devon.
Yeah, Devon look like somebody goddamn scratched that nigga head like a cat, messed that nigga up. But I think what they do, I think they trying to create some buzz, which they should, my nigga. Like, again, they're in a situation where, nigga, they not even competing with nobody and they getting cooked. So, like, they just got to create buzz, and I pray that they keep doing it. I pray that, that they keep generating more and more, because, mind you, I hate the conversation that's around that company. I hate the conversations that involve that company. I just wish that company would just plateau and do the wrestling that they know what to do. Just like I used to hate the conversation that was around TNA, and then TNA just plateaued, and I never heard of them again. And I was cool with that.
Hulk Hogan helped with that, honestly.
Hopefully Shane McMahon can do the same thing.
Yo, Shane McMahon being the poison pill for AEW would be crazy at this point.
I mean, I think that's what his angle leads to. I think that's what this angle of Moxley saying it's not your company anymore, because they do a lot of WWE, they do a lot of WCW light stuff, and then at the end of this whole feud with Danielson, that nigga Shane McMahon gonna come up and say, "I own this company now," a la the invasion angle and stuff like that. So I think that's where it goes to. Well, I'll be watching. Twitter is a major thing. I'll be looking at them highlights on there. Again, shout out to my GOAT, Daniel Bryan, though. He made Jungle Boy look like a good wrestler. You can't knock the GOAT, bro.
Carry job. Top tier carry job.
You can't knock the nigga, bro.
Like, bro,
you can't knock the nigga.
He got
to have a good match. You can't knock the nigga, bro. Cesaro is not gonna be boring when he go against Daniel Bryan. You can't knock the nigga. The nigga that cold. I rock for Pac or Neville for the niggas who don't know who Pac is. I rock for Pac. I ain't got no joke.
Have we got a Pac versus Daniel Bryan match yet?
I don't know, but it's gonna be cold because Daniel Bryan is out.
Nice.
Like it's just gonna be good. Like,
hey, I ain't go for one question. Could somebody tell me what Yuta Wheeler's character is, bro?
He's ass.
I don't know shit about this nigga. Like for real, I'm on some real shit.
But his character. His character is, hey, I'm really good at wrestling. People should know I'm good at wrestling. So I'm going to hang around a lot of good wrestlers so they can rub off on me. And when these wrestlers, when I get to that point of everybody loving me, I leave and I become a big star because of the rub I got from these good wrestlers. It's probably not going to happen. But that's Willa Yuta's role. All the matches he had with Mock before he joined the I hate that name of that club, the Black Bullet Club or whatever it's called.
Blackpool Combat Club.
Blackpool Combat Club. All the matches he had with all of them and stuff like that was gearing him to be like, hey, this nigga real, he a sicko. But then again, after a while you just plateau. Look, after a while you just plateau. Like nigga, you just Will Ospreay came in and stole everybody's shine, bro. So, hey, speaking of that, Will Ospreay bogus, okay?
What he do?
Because he goaded this nigga Ricochet, hey, I'm going to turn you back to what you're supposed to be. And that nigga Ricochet signed on the dotted line and had that gymnastic match. And that nigga Ricochet forgot he ain't supposed to have a microphone in his hand, bro. He's so bad. It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. The nigga walked up to Will Ospreay, clapping him because Will Ospreay just had a big match and stuff like that. And the nigga started talking. And whenever I think of a bad talker, I always go back to when I saw that nigga Apollo Crews' career flash before his eyes. And when it was an angle on Raw. They was doing I think it was like the new era or something.
Yeah, the new
man loved doing that, and then Brock Lesnar comes back and just say, none of that. It was like a new era. And Big Show walked up to this nigga, and this nigga did the Duke up. Hey man, are you scared of new era too, or something like that, bro?
That's exactly.
I was like,
oh my god,
that nigga can't talk. I saw. That nigga can't talk. I know it. That nigga can't talk. So ever since then, and this is what Ricochet can't talk, bro.
At all.
And it's sad. And it's a ceiling. Again, you can do 15 flips. You can do 17 cartwheels. You can do a shooting star press into a Frankensteiner. My nigga, when you can't talk, it was like, I saw this nigga on Twitter. He was like, man, Ricochet is really poor on the mic. But nigga reports, but he's really amazing in the ring. Nigga, Jordan Devlin is amazing in the ring. Like that nigga's cold. Like, I don't think y'all niggas, like, again, a lot of people are talking about Jordan Devlin because allegations. But other than being Finn Balor's sidekick in a spot machine, go look up his cruiserweight matches in NXT. That nigga cold.
You right.
That nigga cold. So like,
that's why he's the workhorse of Judgment Day.
yeah, like he cold. Again, I think he underrated too. Hope we don't go nowhere because allegations. But I think the nigga cold. I don't mean you need a mic in your hand, player. Like Montez Ford. Again, I think he's extremely just a tiny bit overrated in the ring. But you put a mic in that nigga hand, and niggas want a big W belt around Montez Ford's waist. It just worked like that, bro. So, like, again, I respect Ricochet. I know he's gonna have a Dave Meltzer nutbuster whenever they do their match at that pay-per-view, and they're gonna have him a Dave Meltzer nutbuster, 5 stars everywhere with a smidget of cum.
The match ain't even start yet, bro. 6 star.
With a smidget, just a tad bit of pre-cum before the match starts. They gonna bust man what? What's that? But again, shout out to Ricochet. I know he's gonna do amazing things in AEW. Don't pick up that microphone. You just ain't got it. You can be a silent nigga. Go to the Don Callis niggas. Cause I'm telling you this right now. This nigga talking about I'm gonna have to go to the learning tree. Nigga, MAGA 60-year-old Chris Jericho is gonna eviscerate you on that mic. It kind of reminded me of the reason why we don't see Ricky Starks anymore. That nigga Edge got cooked. Then that nigga Edge was like, yeah, wrap it up. That nigga Edge was like, you're done. Like, notice, after that, you know, we've been seeing Ricky Starks in a property of WWE t-shirts ever since then. Nigga might be in Chase U soon. Who knows?
That's insane. But hey, man, Chase U ain't nothing wrong being part of Chase U. But moving on, let's go ahead. We're into the road to Bad Blood right now, which is next month. I think the first weekend in October is Bad Blood. So things that's currently going on. Gunther successfully defended his belt against Randy Orton. Really good match, by the way, at Berlin. Now, about to get Sammy versus Big Goon. Sammy's been away. What's up with the stem cell jokes that people saying with Sammy?
They always go. A lot of them go get like a lot of stem cell work done on them and stuff like that. And apparently, the same place Rey Mysterio went to go revive his career. So,
stem cells saved that man's knees.
Yeah. So either way, hey, but shout out to Sammy though, because hey, if we get in a more physically rejuvenated Sammy, him and Gunther gonna put on a show in Atlanta. G, shout out to that.
Yeah. I think this match is a precursor. I think this match for Sammy is a precursor. I think sometime next year we getting Sami Zayn as a world champion.
Right before this year, now Triple H is about to literally. Remember what was it in 2000 where he look, man, I got too many people need this belt, and Vince just said, all right, I'm hopscotching with all you niggas. I think he might.
Yeah,
possibility.
It can be a situation like that. I don't think Gunther's losing this belt before the year's up though.
But either way, we'll see where things go. But it's not officially announced yet, but that's where we're looking like. We're looking at Gunther versus Sammy.
We had a Gunther Bret Hart moment last night.
Oh yeah,
Bret Hart is Goldberg is my favorite wrestler.
Yeah, shout out to Gunther for the elite trolling, because I'm pretty sure he had to get that approved with Bret Hart. But Bret Hart literally did come to Raw last night, and Gunther saying, "Hey, you're my favorite number 2."
Crazy.
And then proceeded to mention that man Bill Goldberg. G, but. Anybody and somebody said like, "Hey, that Bret Hart versus Gunther match would have slapped." And I'm like, "Gee, the slap that Gunther would have hit that Bret Hart would have made him forgive Bill Goldberg."
Bret Hart don't even like chops.
See?
Yeah, he does not like chops. He has said that on record.
Hey, look, he gonna spill that Gunther gonna slap the hell out that chest. He gonna be like, "Whoa, I get it, man, I get it." But either way, shout out to Bret Hart for popping up. popping up on Raw. That was a good moment to have, especially just the Bill Goldberg reference. That was hilarious. But anyway, moving on. Pretty much, we're still moving on with the Judgment Day and Terror Twins shenanigans. That's moving forward either way. But shout out to Finn Balor putting Ray in that freaking
that shit was funny, bro. He put that nigga in a second rope sharpshooter.
Like, gee, wow, in Calgary. See, look, man, the Bret Hart. See, that's how you properly give Bret Hart love. Is without dick eating the way that AEW did. Sharpshooter on the second rope is crazy. I respect the creativity, especially the Rey Mysterio. But we're still moving forward with that. Damian Priest and Finn look like it's going to happen eventually. Same with Liv and Rhea. That's going to happen. What Dom do? Who knows?
Dom's going to be involved with the Liv Rhea match.
Yeah, he might get involved, or if you want Jay to have some. Wait, no, Jay. Wait, what?
Jay is facing Braun Breaker.
That's the Raw premiere. That's not
Raw
the Raw
premiere. No, last night was the Raw premiere.
Oh yeah. Either way, he's fighting Braun Breaker.
I forget when they said, but him and Braun Breaker facing off soon.
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be a bad blood. What else we got going on? Like we mentioned earlier, the New Day looking like they're gonna fight Judgment Day for the belts. I just need them belts off them as soon as possible at this point. Just it's a way.
It ain't gonna be Dragon Lee and Mysterio.
Is Dragon Lee back yet? Because he's been hurt.
Oh, Dragon Lee been wrestling.
He had a match.
No, I must have missed
He's been wrestling the past 2 weeks to get a hold.
Yeah, he wrestled Dominic this week, I think.
Yeah, and got hold.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it on them.
Yeah, I think that'd be better. Again, they don't even really got that many heel tag teams other than the Creeds.
Because you're going to get more title defenses out of a face tag team than you do with it.
And the KKK with colored people carrying across his group. So, yeah, really hit. But either way, that's something to figure out. But the Creeds and when is that street fight supposed to take place?
That was yesterday. That opened the show yesterday.
I already have it.
That's why I'm like, see, I haven't watched Raw fully yet. That's why I'm like, but that occurred. That's going to look. That's probably still going to occur. I think we're really going to end up getting Gable versus what's his name in at Bad Blood just to solidify and wrap that shit up. That's really it on the Raw side. Like,
oh, and then they confirmed the Drew Punk Hell in the Cell. So
also Drew murdered CM Punk again last week, and then proceeded to taunt Punk more, and then we get the Hell in the Cell, which wrapped this trilogy up.
Then Drew pulled up on Wade Barrett like Debo.
No, gee,
get my business again. I'm gonna put you down.
Hey, that's like me, realizing Daytra tripping, and then he gets mad at me a week later, like, why'd you stop me from whooping Buddy ass? Yeah, I'm like, why don't you whoop dude ass, man? We at church. But you mad at me. I would have felt the type of way. But that was hilarious. I'm like, gee, you really about to beat your homie ass over there? He's saving your job, nigga. But that was hilarious. Yeah, that's really it on the Raw side. Oh, also shout out to Bronson Reed for that standing tsunami.
That was when I went and watched it, I was like, damn, that was kind of raw.
That was actually hilarious as hell. Like I actually enjoyed that. That was actually that was a great spot to do. And I really hope we're not getting Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed in another solo match, especially on a pay-per-view. Keep that shit. Either bring Seth back and move this shit on, because I don't need to see Braun Strowman physically able not to run, do anything else. But shout out to him for trying still. But that's it on Raw. SmackDown side is Cody versus Bloodline again, and I'm really sick of it. Really. It's mainly because I know we're about to get another solo match, in which we're getting a cage match this week. We're getting a cage match. Is it any rumors that Roman's supposed to be coming back this week?
Yeah, I've been hearing it like all week that he's supposed to be there on Friday. He gotta be. It's a 3-hour show. He gotta be popping up in some capacity. They got something.
A 3-hour show.
Yes,
Yeah, it's 3 hours this week because it's the USA return for them.
Hey man, Cody versus Solo in a steel cage for 3 hours. I mean, for 30 minutes. G.
I doubt it's 30 minutes. I say they match probably last a good 10-15, and then them last like 10-20 is shenanigans.
30 minutes. Either way, it is
5 minutes of a Solo Sikoa match.
Oh, man. But the lead up to this has been hilarious, mainly because last week Cody said, "Hey, no, I want to fight Jacob Fatu, the internet's favorite Samoan right now, the Aura King, the Aura Samoan himself, everybody's favorite."
Yo, Ditcho, you can hear me?
Yeah, you Gucci.
Yeah,
you just lagging.
Yeah, you lagging a little bit. Okay, you look like you're catching back up now, though. But either way,
I go out.
No, we Gucci, nigga.
Oh,
you good. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but everybody's favorite Samoan about to do their thing and all of that. But Tyler, you take over for a second. I'll be right back. You hear me? Yeah, Tyler literally just lagged out.
What else we got to talk about?
Cody pulling up and telling him about Solo. But
Hey,
I'll be right back. I'm about
it's really the last of it. There's really not much else besides what currently happened this week.
Tyler, yeah, I can hear him, but he is cooked.
He cooked. Yeah.
Yeah, he glitched. But hold on, I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'll be right. All right, we're back at it. Sorry about that. Tyler got lost, and I have to take care of something real quick. But yeah. So as I was saying, Cody pulled up on the bloodline, tried to pull up on Cody. Cody hit him with the, you niggas, I don't want to fight you Solo. I want to fight Jacob. And Solo said, keeps taking opportunities from y'all favorite Samoan. And Jacob said his favorite line. Tyler hit it. His favorite line.
I love you, Solo. I love you. My tribal chief. I love you.
I would say that nigga glazing, but I'm not trying to end up like, a victim of a 2-minute warning, bro. They should bring that back,
They
bro.
gotta bring that back, though. Oh, some real shit.
Get that other 5'2" nigga Zilla and have him and Solo just do the 2-minute warning until we find out Zilla kind of garbage, and then we get into that Solo run, folks.
If that's the only way to get Solo over again, well, believe Solo's good is literally making his brother feel less crazy. But hey, it is what it is. But that's insane. Just the image of that. Is
Do you think we see Jimmy pop up Friday?
Hey, look, bro. This bloodline, look. I need Roman come out, beat these niggas. This is my yard. The Rock come out, bomb that nigga. WrestleMania match. No more bloodline after that, bro.
That's where we at, man. It's time to really it's wrap this up, man. Let this be legit final Mania where Bloodline is very centralized, dude. It's time to move. It's time to move it along. But if Jimmy comes back, I will laugh. I will legit laugh. If Jimmy pops up and no Roman or no Rock, I will legit laugh. That's where I'm at with this right now. But either way, shout out to that steel cage match we're about to get. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes restoring the feeling. Love it. I'm all.
I want them to do a best of 7, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
I think that's what it's leading up to.
They going crazy right now.
And the good thing about it, like I've been watching Booker T's best of 7 with Dead Man. Yeah, Benoit. It's safe to say his name. I'd rather say his name than the other the orange wrestling guy. Like the orange wrestling.
Balea?
Baloney. But either way, I'd rather say that guy's name than other, even though I'm proving this point. But with that said, Melo and
Rather be dead than racist.
hey, Andrade and Melo have really been doing the damn thing. So I'm really happy enjoying the feud that they have. That'd be a nice match for Bad Blood too, if it leads to it. So, but either way, I'm enjoying it. Especially now you involving the LA Knight. Like, hey, we want a title shot. And they should be justified for it. But either way, shout out to them. LA Knight's kind of in purgatory as well. Fortunate for him. But it's.
I mean, not necessarily. Like he's, scouting the scene. He's still kind of into it with Escobar.
Yeah. But it's really not many people in that mid card scene, mid card and SmackDown. And on the women's side of things, pretty much we're like Jade and Bianca holding down tag titles, but holding it down because nobody's beating them no time soon again.
Yeah.
And then Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and look like Bayley's about to get her run back as well in regards to that. Which shout out to Bayley returning, and Nia Jax looking like she really looked like that mom of like 2 kids, and they're bad as hell. That's what literally she looked like on SmackDown. She looked like she has 2 kids, and them kids is bad, and she stay at the school. Like that's what she was dressed like. Either way, shout out to what's going on SmackDown. The 3-hour SmackDown is gonna be interesting.
Like they ain't making it 3 hours just cause of USA. Like they finna do something.
Yeah, they like you really put in the whole show. Like you are about to get airtime that they never got on SmackDown. Wow. Either way, yeah. So we're well into the road. Bad Blood still early. We still got 3 weeks for the card to get really put together. But that's what's going on in wrestling now.
I think you have to put at least one tag title match on the card. You got storylines forming around it. Like the Bloodline showed up on NXT tonight, and they interrupted the NXT tag team title.
Oh, the Bloodline.
So Street Profits had to sub in for whatever team that Nathan Frazier and Axiom was going to face for unforeseen reasons or something like that. They were having a really good match too. Having a solid tag title match. Bloodline got involved. Kind of gave them a 2-minute warning type of feel because they wrecked them niggas. Camacho did not botch for once.
So wait, he don't botch at NXT. So that's where he belongs.
That's the connection.
Okay.
But yeah, it was. I think that's setting up for the Street Profits to get they get back soon.
Put the belts on, please. Get them belts on, please. That's all I ask for. But yeah, that's really what's going on right now. We're
Hammerstone from TNA popped up as Obafemi's opponent on NXT tonight too. Obafemi beat him.
With his ass clean. We're squashed. Put that man in the
Obafemi cold.
Yeah, he just got work on his conditioning because that dude, once 10 minutes hit, that dude breathing like me after running the block. So, being honest, but that dude gonna be cold though. Shout out to Obafemi though. Like, get that man on the pod one day. We're going. He a real
Pete Dunne. I think Trick Williams beat Pete Dunne in the last man standing match, so he faces Ethan Page on the CW premiere for the belt. I think Ethan Page wins that match too.
No.
I don't know. Do you think they're gonna have both titles change on the same night? Because one of them titles changing.
Really might not even Roxanne gonna win dirty.
Yeah. One of the titles changing, but
it's gonna end in the DQ. But either way, we'll see where things go in regards to that. But let's go ahead and wrap the show up. We appreciate you guys for watching and listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to You Tweaking Media. Share with your homies, share with your girls, share with people that you know you rock with. Threes from the Ring. once again, be on the lookout for Attack on Culture. We will be start recording that real soon. So be on the lookout for that and content involving that as well. Follow us on Twitter at Threes from the Ring. Follow the Facebook page, You Tweaking Media, for all the things in regards to our content on there as well. It's your boy Chris J. Peace.
Peace.